The new year is almost upon us, and with that, a decade of so many different and unique Dragon Ball adventures comes to an end. The Dragon Ball Super manga over the last few months has definitely been carrying the franchise while we wait out this drought for any type of update on the anime, but another Dragon Ball adventure has quietly been progressing as well. The Core Area Warriors are a faction of individuals whose goal is to destroy the Omni King and control the multiverse. Hearts, the leader of this group, who was gathered up by Fu to make this goal a reality, believes that the multiverse can only be free once the gods are all killed, and as we've seen, he has absolutely no qualms about who he has to go through to accomplish this. While Super Dragon Ball Heroes can be quite over the top at times, I will admit, it does a pretty good job supplementing us Dragon Ball content while we wait for the big day, and the attention to fan service has brought us basically any and every encounter and transformation we could wish for. With control over the Universal Seed, Hearts has gained power that crushed Hit, Goku, Vegeta, and even Jiren, but there is one last resort that could seal this battle for the Z Fighters, and at the end of episode 17, Goku and Vegeta are seen considering merging powers one final time. If you guys want to check out Super Dragon Ball Heroes for yourselves, there are a ton of resources that post the episodes when they drop in raw and English sub formats, so I personally recommend just checking all over YouTube. They're pretty easy to find. Also, before the video gets started, be sure to hit the notification bell down below to never miss an upload, and follow me on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up to date with me and all Dragon Ball related content. But without further ado,
I got swords on my back, set my right back. Ninjas with me, niggas throwing stars at these bitches. Eat them ramen noodles in the hood with my niggas.
after powering up with the Universal Seed, Hearts' last gravitational attack is enough to do a ton of damage to all of the Z Fighters, plus Hit and Jiren, and then he finishes it off by lowering a huge gravity shifting cube upon them. Not done yet, however, Hearts releases another devastating attack, crushing them even further, making them barely able to stand, but the likes of Hit and Jiren stand just a notch above the rest as they go in once more in an attempt to defeat Hearts. With Goku and Vegeta out of options at this point, Goku suggests that their final play should be none other than joining forces once more using the fusion dance. Vegeta reluctantly agrees, fully understanding that they otherwise have no chance of defeating Hearts, so while the two Saiyans prepare to merge powers, Trunks, Piccolo, and the rest join Hit and Jiren in buying time for the two, and then, when the dance is complete, Gogeta is born once more. When Hearts first takes notice of this Saiyan, he seems amused at first as he asks them do they really think this transformation is enough, to which Gogeta just smirks. Hearts launches another gravity attack and then blasts the remaining Z Fighters out of the air as he provokes Gogeta to approach him. Gogeta wastes no time going full power, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, and then he attacks Hearts as the battle begins. Hearts impressively blocks Gogeta's punch, but Gogeta just smirks and powers up even more, which is enough to push Hearts back, and he's able to land the first punch. Taken aback at first, Hearts powers up himself as he charges universal cubes around his arms, but when he attacks Gogeta, he's able to dodge his strikes fairly easily. Hearts is swinging wildly now, still missing every single punch thrown at Gogeta, but his attacks are still doing damage below, narrowly missing the onlooking Z Fighters. Gogeta on the counterattack is able to crush his fist, which sends his opponent back, but Hearts responds immediately by spamming Ki Blast. Gogeta easily deflects them all before just flying through all of Hearts' attacks and landing a huge punch before spamming Ki Blast himself. Hearts pretty easily flies through Gogeta's attacks himself, but when the two clash, Gogeta crushes him with the knee to the gut, stunning Hearts. He can't help but praise the Saiyan, telling Gogeta that his power is quite impressive now, but it's futile as right now, he has the power to destroy even Zeno after harnessing the power of the Universal Seed, assuring that there's no way he can be defeated. So, has he been hiding his true power all along? Gogeta doesn't seem to buy this bluff as he tells Hearts that he just doesn't get it, saying that he is actually stronger. Hearts finds this amusing, pulling Gogeta's card as he tells him that if this is so, then to stop this next attack as he rises into the air. He raises his fist, which begins to glow, and then down below, We can see all of the Z fighters begin to be crushed by some extreme force of gravity, but when we look into the sky, what Hearts has done is truly devastating. Closing in the atmosphere, a huge meteorite has been lowered onto the planet as Hearts looks to take everything with him. He teleports behind the meteor as he continues to lower it on everyone, but Gogeta is unfazed. Usually an attack like this would be looked at as futile in a world like Dragon Ball, but with the power of a God Slayer, Hearts may, just as he said, wield what it takes to cleanse the entire God race, as only Gogeta stands in his way now. Gogeta powers up one final time in a desperate attempt to disrupt this final attack, but then his face changes as the episode ends here on quite an interesting cliffhanger. God Slayer Hearts has continued to overpower the Z Fighters for the last few episodes as the Universal Conflict Saga looks to be coming to a climax, but even the slightest bit of worry has to be considered when it comes to diffusion, as Super Saiyan Blue is a known stressor of this technique. If Gogeta were to diffuse right now because of the accelerated time limit, Goku and Vegeta are already completely exhausted, and with Hearts' gravitational powers putting extra pressure on them, this Madara-like attack would surely crush them all. Hopefully the next episode, whenever that may be, won't show Gogeta struggling at all with an attack like this though, as something like this should be less than practice for Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, but that look on Gogeta's face, I'm not really sure if that was worry or determination. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video until the end. As always, if you made it this far, I know a lot of you guys, including myself, are maybe just a little disappointed in this episode of Heroes, as there wasn't really a whole lot of development, but it's a good thing that this is a promotional anime and doesn't have to make sense, because trying to scale something like this would just be a complete nightmare. I know this video was a little bit shorter than I usually like making them lately, guys, but I'm gonna be honest, this episode of Heroes didn't really give us a lot. So down below in the comments, let me know what you thought about getting to see Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta once again, since I guess that's kind of really all we got. And do you believe that Hearts may still be stronger before seeing this final attack? Or even if Gogeta is stronger, will the fusion be able to hold out long enough for them to finish this fight? With this being Super Dragon Ball Heroes episode 18, hopefully Heroes episode 19 won't be too late in the new year, as the battle with Hearts looks like it has to be coming to some type of close relatively soon. But anyways, before we get out of here, be sure to hit that notification bell to never miss the best Dragon Ball content dropping. And also, if you are enjoying the Dragon Ball videos, consider leaving a like as well, as we finish 2019 super strong, guys. These last few weeks have just been incredible. I want to thank you all. But anyways, have a great day, and have a happy and safe new year if you guys don't hear from me before then. But I am back home now, so everything should be back to normal, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.